Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video and finally back with my chart haul for June 2K17. It's been a while and it's mid-month right now, so it's time to show you my favorite releases and like CDs and records that caught my attention in this month. But first of all, do you know these Sundays when you wake up somewhere in the early afternoon and the first thing you're craving for is cherry coke? You do? So you're like me. So this is what happened like today. So I woke up, had a shower, and then I headed straight to my Turkish kiosk down the road and got me some cherry coke for breakfast, which is weird and kind of disgusting, but that's me and welcome to my life. And yes, things are happening, new dates are coming in. I hope you are checking down in the description box for my DJ dates all over Germany. A few things have been like set up since I uploaded my last tour video and stuff, but now let's go into this. 2 CDs and a bunch of records to show, and the first one is Zeitkratzer performs songs from the albums Kraftwerk and Kraftwerk 2, a super nice tribute CD kind of, which looks like this, released on the Zeitkratzer owned label Zeitkratzer Productions. And as you vinyl collectors and everyone else involved might guess, these are songs from the 2 early Kraftwerk albums that never got re-released and stuff, which are more in the crowdsy electronic, crowd electronic, experimental, jazz, whatever, art school kind of vein, and not that electronic as Kraftwerk went with Autobahn and all the stuff they're pretty known for. There is like 6 tracks on here: Ruckzuck, Spule vor, Strom, Atem, Klingklang, and Megahertz, all stretched out over like a whole album length. Pretty good stuff and pretty recognizable, and if you love Kraftwerk, this tribute or like reinterpretation is a good one to add to your collection as well. Also available on vinyl, but I got this as CD because it came in as a promo. And the next one you've seen already in an unboxing video, which I will link to in the end of this video. DJ Marquee Influences Volume 2. I was pretty excited when I saw this, when I unboxed this, and I had a look at the track list, but this one is really great. After a listen, maybe the best compilation album I've heard this year. DJ Marquee is a Brazilian drum and bass artist, best known for his mega smash hit LK, which even went top 20 in the UK back in the day as a drum and bass tune with like Latin, Brazil influences and stuff, and here he compiles a lot of his favorite tracks from the past and from artists who influenced him and stuff, and like lays down an excellent DJ mix which goes from like soul and disco to house to drum and bass in a very exciting manner. So this one, DJ Marquee Influences Volume 2, is also a great CD to check out if you're collecting compilations and stuff. This one you've seen as well, Dr. Noisem, Black Noise 01 on Dr. Noisem tapes, limited to 10 copies, hand-cut, self-cut, vinyl release. Interesting stuff, like, you know, Dr. Noisem, like droney, ambient-y stuff, and unfortunately it's a little bit low in volume, which might be due to the fact that Dr. Noisem has bought him a vinyl cutting machine and is right now learning how to put like stuff on vinyl, and these tracks are pretty long, and I guess these weren't the best start to release self-cut vinyl releases, because, like, you know, if you put more sound on one side of the vinyl album, it's or the vinyl record, things are like the sound volume and the overall like range of frequencies and stuff gets a little bit lower. So but still interesting stuff. If you turn up your PA or your home stereo up a little bit, you can listen to all that properly, and it's a collector's gem, like 10 hand numbers copies only available. So this is interesting stuff. Another one you've seen, Bigger Bush Melody and Electronics EP on Jahmoni Music. I've unboxed this as well. Good bass music, dubstep, dub, one techno-ish, dub techno-ish tune. If you love Bigger Bush, if you love rockers hi-fi, if you love sparse quality dub influenced bass heavy electronics, this one's for you as well. And now to a big chunk of re-releases, or not a big chunk, but the first one here on White House, a classic old school breakbeat label. Dragonfly, the Libra EP, which I bought only for one tune actually, although the others are good. But my favorite tune on this one, here check out the label, is on the other side actually. This is As Fast As It Goes, which is or was featured on a compilation named Rauschen 5 on the Force Inc. label back in the mid 90s, and I totally loved the compilation because it had like big mono acid tunes and a lot of like weird hardcore breakbeat stuff, and As Fast As It Goes is definitely one of those tunes that were featured on there, and which was my favorite tune on the compilation anyway. So I had to buy it, like very up-tempo, fast, rough, old school 91, 92 produced breakbeat stuff with a lot of acid and like a pretty exciting half-tempo sequence and loads of great vocals and stuff. So if you love this kind of music, White House is the label to go, and there are a lot of releases of theirs repressed these days. So these are interesting times, as I've mentioned on my website, Nights@Sea as well. So if you're collecting vinyl and have been around electronic music for long, you can find a lot of stuff, and this one you can find as well. Mystic Bill presents the Mystic Files 89 to 95, also a re-release on the classic Chicago house label Trax Records. This was the only like long play release Mystic Bill had back in the days, but long play is a little bit off maybe because there is like 7 tracks on here. House music, Chicago house, classic Trax Records stuff, but not acid, but more like on the house vein, so it's a more like late Trax Records. Mystic Bill presents Mystic Files 98 to 95. And the final one, also a classic which I had to get, not for the Rex the Dog remix, which is the main purpose of this release actually. Moby's Go, you know, that favorite techno trance tune from like the very early 90s, which famously sampled or like replayed the chords of Laura Palmer's theme from Twin Peaks actually. There's a little like inlay which on one side, on the black side, tells a little bit of Moby's side of the story, and on the other side there is Rex the Dog, who remixed the tune, also telling his experience of Moby's Go. It was released at least 1,000 times on various labels and signed to Low Spirit in Germany as well. Here's the Rex the Dog remix side, and on the other side we have the original mix and the Woodtick mix. The Woodtick's mix is probably the better known, and well, I actually bought this for the original mixes because I missed them out in about 91, I guess, because I was 13 and couldn't, although I knew about the tune, I couldn't buy any record or every record I wanted, so which I still can, but you know the score. If you see a classic pop up, you have to get it, and these are tunes that shaped my past kind of, and the Rex the Dog remix is pretty good, very epic as well, very tech housey with like a nice take on the bass line and stuff, so I will play this out in tech house sets as well, but I originally went for Moby Go for the original mix, and these were my favorite records and like CDs for this month. I hope you liked what you've seen. Leave me a comment, leave me your thoughts, leave me a thumbs up for sure, share this video, and if you want to see more about certain genres or specific records of my collection you maybe discovered on Discogs or wherever, just let me know, and I'm going to see you in the next one, which is about to come pretty sure, because I have an idea in my mind which I have to like transfer into video form maybe throughout the next days. So I'm going to see you in the next one and talk to you later.